So these are different parts of the vertebrae. You have the cervical vertebrae, which are the first 7. That's represented with this guy. Okay, how you can identify him is that, and this one doesn't have it, but this one has something called the bifid spinous process. Here's a better one. Okay, so you can see that it's kind of forked, so you would call that the spinous process. It also has transverse processes on either side, and I can tell that it's cervical because it has the transverse foramen, which are the little holes on either side there. Okay, you have a tiny vertebral body. Okay, now specific to the cervical region, you have 2 special ones. The first one is the C1 or atlas, and this one's special because it doesn't have a spinous process and it doesn't have a vertebral body. It's just like a round circle. But it does still have the transverse processes and the transverse foramen. He articulates with the second guy here, which is the axis. This one is special because it has something called the dens, which is this little top piece here. Okay, so they articulate together like this. Okay. So you have to know that that's the special names for them. Otherwise, just tell me that this is in the cervical region. The thoracic region is, there's 12 thoracics. And easy way to identify it is that there's no holes in the transverse foramen and that it rocks side to side when you put it down on the table because the spinous process actually is lower than the vertebral body. Okay. Other parts of the vertebrae too is the lamina, which is this part up here in the front. It connects the spinous process to the transverse. The pedicles, which connect the transverse to the vertebral body. And then you have these facets, which are what form the joints in the vertebrae. You'll see that on all the vertebrae. The last guy is the lumbars. Lumbars have a really big vertebral body, a really big spinous process. They still have transverse processes. This one broke off. And the thing to identify with this to help out too is that the facets face towards each other, not posteriorly like the other ones do.